Yo, 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 welcome back. Welcome back. Man, yo. So, if you haven't heard, it's an election year. Yeah, I know, right? And during a lot of my conversations with people when speaking about, politics, who they're going to vote for, a lot of them are under the impression that the only way to kind of get back to a sense of political normalcy, I guess as you would, put it, would be, kind of removing Donald Trump from office, getting him out. And while I can understand where the sentiment or the thought or the idea comes from that, he is our biggest obstacle to a sense of, bringing back democracy, I'll give you one even better. The guy's name is Mitch McConnell. Now, I'm sure you've heard of him, but I'm not sure you're aware of exactly who he is, what he does, and why he's such a piece of shit. So, if we're just being honest, quick rundown of a few things that he's done as the Senate Majority Leader. He obstructed to the point where he was actually proud and made the phrase that our goal is to turn President Obama into a one term president. Now, in order to do such, you would need President Obama to fail so bad that the American people would not want to vote him in to a second term, meaning that the country would have to fail. And this is a repeating theme that you can see when it comes to Mitch McConnell. He continues to put party over country. He did something that had never happened in the United States history and did not allow President Obama to do the Supreme Court nominee hearing that he wanted for Merrick Garland, and did allow President Trump to get both of his nominees in, Gorsuch and Kavanaugh. Why? Because, well, I guess seeing as a Republican president nominated them is fine. But when a Democratic president nominates a Republican or an independent or a moderate, for some reason, it's an issue. Why? Because he chooses party over country, especially when it's convenient for him to do such. There's over 400 House Democratic bills that are just sitting on his desk right now because his ass is too lazy to do anything, actually. He revels in it. He enjoys it because, like I said, he calls himself the gravedigger. He is the gravedigger, the grim reaper, and the obstructionist when it comes to getting things done in Capitol Hill. But I don't really want to talk too much about all the bullshit that he's done, because we are going to actually cover that. We're going to do a segment on that. But I more so want to talk about his more recent statements, the ones that have basically been, garnering him a lot of criticism. And these statements were pretty reckless and irresponsible, if we want to be honest. He basically said that states should stop trying to depend upon the federal government to help bail them out and just declare bankruptcy. Completely stupid. Obviously, most governors was like, "Yo, nigga, stop. You wilding, bro. Like you really wilding right now." So real quick, bankruptcy versus default. Default, when you do that, you still basically can claim sovereignty, and you're allowing yourself to decide which debts that you do or don't want to pay. But when you declare bankruptcy, it becomes a legal process where there's no more sovereignty, and therefore a judge will declare what debts you do and don't pay. So therefore, the states themselves, like an actual state, cannot declare bankruptcy within the Constitution. It would have to be changed by Congress voting on such. But cities, towns, municipalities, they can. And they have before. But a reason why Mitch McConnell may want this to happen is because when you look at the way that states are funded, the richer states, I guess you would say, out of the top 15, the 11 of the top 15 richest states are blue, and 11 of the top poorest states are red. And when you think about people being able to have the states declare bankruptcy and become basically federal, property to a degree, then they can use federal power to basically ascend to get priorities on budgets. This is all in an article by David Frum, reporter for or a journalist writer. I don't really know what to call him. Hell of a writer, but for the Atlantic, I put the article in the description. So in the midst of all of this, chaos of him saying this stupid stuff, people calling him out, saying like, "A, you can't do that. B, if we're in an economic collapse, what kind of sense does it make for these states to declare bankruptcy? Plus, you owe it to the states to bail them out because, well, they're taxpayers as well. So like, what the fuck you doing? Anyways, aside from that, he's also, still doing that little one-on-one spar with Speaker Pelosi, because he is adamant that there are going to be no more money coming from the Fed. Like, fuck it, it's not happening no more. And she's adamant of the fact that there's going to be more direct payments to people. There's going to be actual assistance to the post office, which needs to happen, in my opinion. And then there's also going to be relief to the states because she got called out for not having relief in the states for the $489 billion package that just came out to replenish the payroll protection plan. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It does seem, though, more than likely we are going to have another stimulus package come out. She said that she's going to be sending it up there, and he's going to have to do something with it. Now, is he going to continue to follow suit and continue to find ways to be more of an obstructionist, or is he finally going to bid to the will and allow the package to go through and to send more of an aid to people? We don't know, and I guess we'll have to wait and find out.